Yes, I know. I intentionally shared it because the clip was in it, and also because I don't mind sharing an opinion that I disagree with. I know there are some folks who keep saying that every time he repeats it, what he's trying to say is that Team Blue did the R word thing, but it doesn't make sense. And I have cognitive decline in my family as well, so I can also speak as someone who has experiences and is not getting the vibe that she's getting. Though I love her, I can agree to disagree on this. I completely do not buy the narrative that he really means the other side, because it doesn't make sense. Let's put on our thinking caps. It doesn't make sense to keep saying the other team R-worded it, therefore I won. Like, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense, and it's not his decline that leads him to keep seeing it. And for the people who keep hopping into my comments to say that, I'm going to start blocking. Also, I'm going to start blocking the people who hop in my comments to say, and nothing's going to happen, and no one's going to do anything. That's you telling on yourself, darling, because we're not over here going, oh my God, because we expect politicians to do anything. We already know they're not going to do shit. We know the government's not going to do shit. We know that. Okay. So you coming in the comments to saying it is side eye. You are coming in the comments to discourage people. And y'all know how I feel about that. Okay, so I will start blocking if you come into my comments just to say, and unfortunately, no one's going to do anything. No, you aren't going to do anything. You are going to keep coming into comments to discourage people because you haven't figured out that it's up to us, not any of them. Okay. And every time I see a video where folks go, when it happens, what are you going to do that day? I want to hop in and say, for me, when it happens, it can't just be one or two or three. It needs to be the Co-Dandy duo. It needs to be Pantaloons Jr. And it needs to be every single purchased asset sitting their asses in a seat, doing things against our best interest while taking our money to do it. That's most of Team Red and most of Team Blue too. Take them out. Everyone that wasn't Al Green and AOC and Bernie and Crockett, kick them out. Everyone else can go. Hakeem Jeffries and his, what do you want me to do? He can go. The 10 who were like, well, we had to sue for decorum assets. They can go. They all show their asses. They all need to go. Absolutely 100%. And it is up to the people. So if you are a member of the people, but you're coming into my comments to discourage citizens, we got a problem. You are in the wrong space. I won't say nothing, but you need to leave my space. And also, darling, yes, I understand that a lot of people would just rather believe that he keeps saying it and he means something else. But that is also a side eye. That's what they do. They keep finding another meaning for everything he says. What has that done for us? Has that worked out for any of us, for any of the people who keep going, he didn't mean that? Like, we're sitting here watching the people who voted for this going, I thought he didn't mean that. Like, so yes, while I believe there is decline, there is definitely decline, that is not a mix-up. He's not confusing it. He's not trying to say that it was something else. He's saying it, and he's saying it with direct eye contact to you because he's daring you to still make excuses and say that he meant something else. He's daring you, and he knows it will happen. He knows his people will do it, and now we've got people on this side going, he's just old and crazy. Part of the problem. Part of the problem. Believe what you want, but don't come into my comments saying that shit. Blocked.